Hello everybody, welcome to Coco's Crochet. I'm Litza and today I'm bringing you the pattern reveal and my thoughts on it for our Crochet Society subscription box number 45. Now those of you that saw the unboxing had the opportunity to vote for the pattern that I was going to make. Now I got very excited when I opened that box with you and for you, and at the time I thought, oh wow, each and every project was awesome, but I was so happy with the winning project and I couldn't wait to get it started. The voting did close on the 25th of November 2023 here in Sydney, Australia time, so it was plenty of opportunity, almost a week for all of you to get your votes in. And thank you so very much for those of you that voted, and thank you for once again making me accountable, because I can tick this off my list for this year of my goals, which was to make at least one project from each and every Crochet Society box. Now this is the one that I'm referring to, box number 45 for tonight's little reveal of the pattern. Now the most important thing that came in that box was the yarn, so I'll show you that to you now. And if you don't know what's already in that box, go and see my unboxing and you'll know what else we got. But this is the yarn that came with it. Then I'll show you the patterns, let you know what the votes were, and then show you what I made. So this is the yarn that came with it. It's a Stylecraft Impressions yarn. It is 100% acrylic and it is so soft, this acrylic, I have to tell you, and it is an Aran weight yarn. The only fault that I can find with this yarn, and it may have something to do with the hook that I used, is, and I'll show you up close, maybe you can see that, guys, it's a little bit splitty. But that's okay, you know, I managed to work with it quite well, but I was a little bit surprised that that was the case. But other than that, it is a beautiful yarn to work with. So I was very happy that I got to do that. And also in the box came some embroidery threads. Now they were different colors. They are a little bit tangled at the moment. I hope that doesn't give away the pattern that I made. But these were the colors that we got: the yellow, the green, and the watermelon-y red color. Now these were the closest thing, I must say, to the festive colors that we're used to, the traditional colors of Christmas. And I know that some of you commented it, even myself, I believe in the video I did comment at one stage and say, well, they're not very Christmassy colors as far as this yarn goes. But I have to say, it doesn't really bother me, but, you know, it was nice to see something a little bit different. But this yarn is made up with so many beautiful flecks and colours through it, but definitely not traditional. As we know, red, white and green is what comes to mind, especially, you know, for me when I think of Christmas. Excuse me. But in saying that, that's perfectly fine. We got to work with what was given to us. And I guess that's what the surprise is as well. When you don't, you know what's coming to you. It's actually part of the joy waiting to see what they've put in the boxes for us. And I absolutely love the Crochet Society boxes. Anyway, that's a side note. So that's the yarn that we got. What were the pattern choices that we had? Well, there were actually 4 this time around. Generally, there's 3 plus a bonus pattern. But let me show you. The very first one was this gorgeous reindeer. So cute, Prancer the reindeer. And then the second pattern that we had to choose from, and I absolutely love these as well, but imagine crocheting with thread. Well, maybe I did, with these earrings, because we also got the little you know, hooks for them. And then the third pattern that we got was this gorgeous little rocking horse and a bauble to pop him into. So here's the bauble here, guys. And then lucky last, we got to choose, if we wanted to, this gorgeous scarf, and it's called Beneath the Tree Scarf. It is very pretty, very lacy, and I can imagine that it would go quite quickly because, you know, because it is quite lacy. And I think this yarn would be perfectly suited to this scarf as well. Maybe I made it. Let's see what happened. So the votes came in, I've tallied them up. In total, there were 37 votes, and the little Prancer, the reindeer, got 11 votes. And then the Christmas earrings got 2 votes, although a lot of you did say that, you know, you'd like to see me bake them. I'd like to see me make them too, so when I do, I'll definitely be showing you. Well, there you go, I've given that away, guys. It's only 2 votes for that, so I didn't make the earrings. The mini rocking horse ornament inside the little bauble got 20 votes, and the Beneath the Tree scarf got 4 votes. So the overall winner, of course, is the little rocking horse. Now, I used the yarn that was in the box. I used the thread, the embroidery thread. Excuse me, I've got fluff on my face because I was packing the stuffing, because there was stuffing in there as well. I love putting it in these little organza bags. It's nice and tidy and doesn't go everywhere, but because I was stuffing it, it sort of has gone everywhere. Now, I also used a couple of tools, one of them being not one of the hooks that came in this box, because we got a tiny 0.75 millimeter hook, and I think from memory a 5 millimeter hook in there, but we needed to use a 3.5 millimeter hook to crochet the little rocking horse. And this is my Athena hook, one of them. It comes in a collection, I think there's about 6 of them, and it is a Bella Coco product. And I have used them before. They're actually really nice if you're a knife holder or a pencil grip like myself, because it's got all these little ridges and grooves. But it's not about that today. I'm sorry, I digress for a moment. So let me show you the rocking horse and let me tell you what I thought of the pattern. So I did use the video tutorial, and I did predominantly use that as a guide. I didn't really refer to the pattern, and I'll show you what I used to make his mane and his little tail. So there he is there, guys. That's what he looks like front on, and the other side, his little base there of the rocking horse. But I absolutely love the way that his mane came out and his tail, because after, like, see there, you thread it through with your hook. So there's 3, so basically you got your lengths of embroidery thread, you cut them up to the lengths that you wanted, and then hook them on in 3 different sections, and one for his little tail. And then to get this effect, I used Coco's hairbrush, and there it is there. And I just brushed it out, just like you would with a gnome's beard, something very similar to that. And that's the gorgeous effect that we got. And he's got little tiny ears and a gorgeous little face. Now, he does actually stand. I'm not sure if I can get him to stand for you. Oh, he's actually against the pillow now. So let's just leave him there for now while I talk to you about my gut feeling and what we should always do, because I was so excited to get this little rocking horse out for you that I was crocheting till 1:30 a.m. A few hours ago. So, which is, well, it's evening here now, so, you know, nearly 20 odd hours ago, or whatever that calculation is, that doesn't matter. And I was quite tired, and when I was crocheting him, I should have stopped to realize, because I thought to myself, I think his legs are very, very long. And I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to follow the pattern. You know, there's no time for me to worry about, you know, saying I think that this isn't correct, which I really should have said, stop and measure. What do we always say, guys? What's the saying? Measure twice, make once. Well, I didn't measure twice, and I didn't go with my gut feeling. And although he is an adorable, cute little rocking horse and a lovely ornament, there was no way he was going to fit into the bauble that they gave us. So there's the bauble and there's the rocking horse. I tried to pop him in there and he was actually all scrunched up, which was a little bit upsetting for me when I realized that at 1:30 a.m. this morning. But I thought, that's okay. He's a beautiful little rocking horse. I will make sure that I show all of you. But as I said, note to self, always don't, continue with something unless you're sure. Because if I had actually made his legs half the size, so imagine to there, he would have actually pretty much, and even then maybe, no, he would have actually fit in there, which was such a real shame, I thought, because I really wanted to showcase him in the bauble, because I thought it was a brilliant idea. So this afternoon when I finished work, I thought, Litza, why don't you take a little trip to Spotlight? And I did do that, and I managed to get a ball a much bigger size. So this proves to me that I have no concept without measuring tape what size is, because I thought this was about 15 centimeters. In actual fact, it's 8 centimeters, the one that came in the box, which is about 3 inches. And the one that I got today is 12 centimeters, or about 4.5, just under 5 inches in size. Now, I have tried to work out how they measure the size, and I've deduced, or I've come to the conclusion that it's the gap inside from one corner to the other, because after measuring from side to side and all around and back to front, that's what I realized. But guess what, guys? Even this size wasn't big enough for our little rocking horse. It was just a little bit small, and I couldn't find a bigger one today, but that's okay, because I have popped something in a bauble, the bigger size bauble, for you, so you can actually see what it would look like. So this is what my little polar bear that I've had crocheted for a very long time, Polly the polar bear, and that's what it looks like, guys. Imagine if there was maybe some sequins or something in there as well. I imagine it would be very pretty, but that's the effect that we were going for. So even though the rocking horse didn't end up in there, he's still very, very sweet. Now, I did try to put a little owl in beg your pardon, into the bauble that I've got. But I have to tell you, in case you've never done this before, which I certainly haven't, you really do need to have a little stuffy in there that is pretty much the size of the bauble, because he was a bit small and he just kept falling over, just flopping. He wasn't sitting properly. Whereas this one is a tiny bit squished in there, but in essence, is the perfect size. Even a little tiny bit smaller would be fine. So just keep that in mind in case you've never, like myself, have never used one of these baubles that we see all the time in the shops, you know, that are in the two pieces. I always thought you put lollies and things in them. How wrong was I? I never imagined this. That's what's the beauty about Crochet Society, the boxes. They've given me an idea, especially perhaps some of you. So keep that in mind, guys, that you do need something that fits quite snugly inside when you put it together, so that it doesn't flop around. So that's pretty much, you know, my experience with this month's, well, it's bi-monthly, the box. I don't think we're getting any more before early next year. It may, unless it's late December, but nevertheless, whenever box number 46 comes out, I'll make sure that I, you know, share it with you. And once again, you can choose one of my patterns that I need to do. I would like to make the earrings, guys, as I said earlier, and I know a lot of you want to see them, although I do remember Shirley saying she didn't want to torture me, so she didn't choose that one. But, you know, in saying that, I'm not quite ready to crochet with embroidery threaders yet, but possibly when I have a little bit more time. But I was very, very excited that the little rocking horse did win the vote, because it is something that I wanted to make. And even though he doesn't fit in the bauble, he's going to definitely fit in with our Christmas themed decor. So I'm going to have him sitting out here for a little while. And I absolutely love that I got to use Coco's brush to brush his hair out. I think it just looks awesome, because I did try doing it with a darning needle, one strand at a time, and it was taking way too long. And I really needed a cup of tea at that time of the morning so that I could go to sleep and get up for work the next day. So that's it, guys. Overall, I had a lovely experience as always. Was I a little bit disappointed? Absolutely, because as I said, when I tried to squish him in here at 1:30 a.m. and it didn't happen, I thought, how am I going to show you guys, and how am I going to hang him off the tree? And then I thought, well, that's okay. We can make it work a different way. And that's why I did want to show you guys what it looks like with a bauble stuffed with a little stuffy. So that's it, guys. Crochet Society subscription box number 45, pattern chosen, pattern made, done and dusted, tick, finished for now. I am so happy, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Getting to share this with you guys, because you make me accountable. You are the best cheerleaders in the world. I say that every single time. So thank you so very, very, very much. I really do appreciate that all of you are there with me and for me. Now, I know some of you have your own boxes, and I'm very curious to know what you made from them. So please share down in the comments down below. We'd all love to know. And if you want to share your make, please send it to my email, and I'll be certain to share it with everybody. So I hope you're all keeping very, very well. Until I see you again very, 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 very soon, take care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.